Hello everyone, this is Vaughn, and in English grammar today we're going to go over idioms. This is for beginners and intermediates, and the use of idioms. Idioms, everyday American English use. That's what I'll be doing. It's just normal conversational idioms. What is an idiom? A group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. To simplify it, you say one thing and you mean another. I've put together a list of 10 idioms and examples. They will be hit the hay, stabbed in the back, blow off steam, rule of thumb, break a leg, cost an arm and a leg, piece of cake, kill two birds with one stone, takes two to tango, and up in the air. Let's begin. Our first example of an idiom will be hit the hay. Hit the hay equals going to sleep. Example, it's been a long day, so I'm going to hit the hay. It's been a long day, so I'm going to hit the hay. Next, stabbed in the back means betrayed by someone you trusted, by a trusted person. Example, he took credit for my work, and now I feel stabbed in the back. He took credit for my work, and now I feel stabbed in the back. Next, blow off steam, which means reduce your stress, reducing your stress. I'm going to the gym to exercise to blow off steam. I'm going to the gym to exercise to blow off steam. Let's go to the next. Rule of thumb means using common sense. Example, as a rule of thumb, I never drink alcohol and drive. As a rule of thumb, I never drink alcohol and drive. Our next one, break a leg, which means good luck. An example, I know you can win the race, break a leg. I know you can win the race, break a leg. Our next one, cost an arm and a leg, which means it cost a lot of money. An example, my new Mercedes cost an arm and a leg. Again, my new Mercedes cost an arm and a leg. Let's go to the next. Piece of cake, which means easy. Passing my English test was a piece of cake because I studied. Passing my English test was a piece of cake because I studied. Let's go to our next one. Kill two birds with one stone. That means a single action accomplishes two or more goals. Our example, I killed two birds with one stone when I visited my mom and best friend on my last business trip. Again, I killed two birds with one stone when I visited my mom and best friend on my last business trip. Next one. Takes two to tango, which means more than one person's fault. Our example is, if you don't practice English with me, I'm leaving. It takes two to tango. If you don't practice English with me, I'm leaving. It takes two to tango. Let's go to our next. This is our last one. Up in the air, which means undecided. An example, the manager's decision for the new group leader is up in the air. The manager's decision for the new group leader is up in the air, which means it's undecided. Okay. I've been practicing conversational English with people for a few years now, and idioms are one of those topics that people really want to learn. Some of the rules I've learned, I'm going to tell you about right now. So let me tell you the first one. Only use an idiom when necessary. Again, only use an idiom when necessary. Most conversations, you won't need them. The second bullet is why. It's easier to use regular English because it's more understandable. Idioms are usually spoken between people who of a native language, and doesn't matter whether it's English or Spanish. People have idioms in every language. So basically, it's easier just to use the correct terminology. The third bullet, idioms are good to know, but not to use if you don't understand them well. What that really means, if you don't understand what the idiom is trying to say, don't use it, because it will make your sentences very confusing. So basically, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't use it. That's the easy way to say it. And the last one is there are many, many, many idioms. So you don't have to master them all. I don't even know all of the idioms, and I've been speaking English all my life. So don't worry about mastering all the idioms, but do know some of the popular ones, just for reference. And again, I go back to the beginning. Only use idioms when it's necessary or when you understand it and you've mastered it. As you learn English, you will eventually learn some of the idioms that go with it. So I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning into my first video, and this is my second. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd like to know what you think because it helps me produce the next YouTube video. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day or night. Bye.